welcome to my channel. I am Amila and this is Staying Forever Young Naturally. I'm gonna try and get through this video. Well, hopefully my phone will get through this video. It's about 102 out, which is, it's a bit cooler from 111, which what it usually is about this time. But my phone can only handle maybe 30 seconds of the sun, and then after that it's like, yeah, we're going down. So hopefully we can get through this. I want to talk about today on this episode of Staying Forever Young Naturally, attachments, and I want to say not psychic attacks, but low entities when they try to, attach and attack you. How about we just put it that way, right? And the information that I give or that I share with you guys is based on what I've experienced and my perspective from my understanding of how these things work, right? So let me just give you an example. If you suddenly hit your knee, you hit it on the bed or stub it on something, and you go, ouch, that hurts. And the next day you wake up, there's a bruise there, right? And that's warranted because you knew the next day that you knew the day before that you hit your knee. Or if you are a person that can't really have certain foods, right? If you eat certain items, you know that it's going to cause a arthritis attack in your joints and things of that nature, and you eat that food anyhow. When you wake up the next day, you are expecting for the pain to be in a certain area or in your joints, right? All that makes sense. When you know you are eating accordingly to how your body makeup needs to function, and when you know you haven't hit a body part up against anything, and you wake up in the morning and you notice there's a pain, or as if you did hit your knee, or there was some type of physical trauma to a specific body part, sometimes that, if you can't explain it, that's something spiritually that may have attached itself to you, right? Or there may be some type of psychic attack or spiritual attack, right? And it usually takes place in your joints or aches and pains in the body. It can take place all over your mind, right? Your brain, your face, anywhere. But what I've noticed in the past, they like to attack the joints. Now, this is especially true if you know you are in a mode where you're just going and going and going, you're not paying, you really are so busy, you haven't took the time to really cleanse yourself, right, from what happened the day before. You're just going on the grind. Then 9 times out of 10, and if you are interacting with a lot of people, 9 times out of 10, when some type of pain appear on your body out of nowhere and you can't explain, that's usually, now I'm not saying 100% of the time, but for me, that's usually the case. So let me give you an example. I want to say maybe a month ago, that was me going, right? Which I know better, but sometimes we get in the mode where we're just going. And sometimes I think I'm a superwoman. And at times I am, others, no. If I just keep going, that superwoman mechanism kind of fizzled down. And I know that, but sometimes you just be going. And so I woke up one morning and then there was a pain in my knee. And I'm like, why? There was no need. I didn't bump it. the night or the day before that I was aware of. I looked at it, there was no bruising or anything like that. I didn't eat anything that would cause me to have any type of pain or anything like that. So I just chucked it off as, you know what, maybe I slept wrong. Maybe it's, something physically that I did that I wasn't aware of. So I kind of like ignored it. But every time I felt it over the preceding days, I noticed that it was not getting better and it wasn't going away. So about 3 days after that, I woke up and Spirit said, if you just don't put some salt, right? Do some salt in your bath water and get rid of that attachment. And I never even thought I didn't even think that something was trying to attach itself to me or had attached itself to me until Spirit spoke to me and I started playing like all of the things that I've been doing in my life over the last month or so, just going. Yes, I was taking time out for myself, but not quality, right? We can lie to ourselves. You want to be honest, not the quality. I wasn't doing the quality. And Spirit was absolutely right. Baby, when I used that salt, and in addition to this, my sister's good with that Florida water, salt with some Florida water, and that pain went away instantly, that told me right there that it was an attachment or an energy that was getting me nice and buttered up so it could attach itself to me from, of course, the lower chakras up. But that's all it takes for it to start at the lower chakra. And then every time you're worn down, it gives that energy an opportunity to move up further, a little further. And before you know, it has consumed you and invited other beings that suck off of you, i.e. Spiritual parasites, the ones that you can't see, right? The ones that are in the invisible realm. So I made this video to serve as a reminder. If you are dealing with pains that is phantom in a way, you don't know where it came from, it just appeared. Okay, so let me give you 3 examples. You don't know where this pain has come from. All of a sudden, it just appeared out of nowhere, and you can't quite put your finger on it. You know that you didn't do anything to harm yourself. You didn't hit a certain part of your body, or if you're having headaches and you never had headaches before, I would advise you, or just put it this way, you've been dealing with a certain amount of pain on specific areas of your body or on a specific area on your body, and you can't explain it. It's almost like it's a phenomenon, and you know there's nothing physically that's going wrong. Or if you come from a lineage, right? I'm gonna take it back that far, of let's say you come from a lineage of people that has experienced migraines, things of that nature. Oh, my mom had migraines, I have it, her mom had it, and so on and so forth. You may want to do a deeper dive into that and see what that spiritual significance, that spiritual connection, because when I tell you, those spiritual parasites know how to just kind of linger on through the lineage and the generations. If each one of those people or each one of those descendants within that bloodline or that lineage did not do anything to clear that energy, it will keep going. And if it's with you, it's going to be with your children and your children's children. But for this video, for this purpose, I mean, if you want deeper information on that, you can always do your research. You can always reach out to me, email me. I will provide you with as much information as possible. But for this video, if you know all of a sudden you have this pain out of nowhere and over the preceding days it's not going away, I would advise you to get in a salt bath